celebration of Women's Month, legendary Cape Town singer Sophia Foster is staging a tribute concert to soul queen Aretha Franklin. Foster will be accompanied on stage by 10 young women who have been mentored through the Fostering Foundation. This non-profit organization was set up by Foster in 2017 to nurture and upskill young musicians. During the pandemic and lockdown, live performances were put on pause. With the move to level 2 lockdown, Foster is excited to be performing again and is thrilled to be sharing the stage with artists who have come through the ranks of her foundation. Sophia Foster, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Polly, for having me. Absolute pleasure to show off my young talent and showcase these youngsters.
You could not be more excited than I am, because it is individuals like yourself that essentially, as they say, you crawled so we could fly. So your career path has spanned over decades. But for those of us who don't know who you are and how you got your start back in the 60s, please may you share it with us.
I must say, it wasn't an easy time, but you very quickly educate yourself. You learn that you have to rise above your circumstances. And I can assure you, traveling through South Africa during a time where artists and musicians had no hotels to stay in, because hotels were for whites only. So we used to sleep where we performed, or we'd sleep on the bus. But as I was saying, you know, we rose above our adversity, or I did. You know.
And let's touch base just about this history and everything you've been through. You are a huge part of South African history, as you were the very first black female to appear on our television screens back in the 70s. Now, looking back now at that monumental moment, what does it mean for you today?
You know, it's amazing. That experience was like really something for the books. We walked down the corridors on our way to the studios. We could go into the canteen, but we were not allowed to sit down and have a meal. We had to go to our dressing rooms. And I walked down that corridor to the studio to go and do our shoot. We were, in the 70s, we were the pop idols of South Africa. And just that feeling, you know, even though the television wasn't color yet, it was black and white. And then I read on the headlines of a Cape Town newspaper that said, "First black on the box." It sounded so hysterical at the time, but that in reality was exactly what it was.
You are a pop star, you are a singer, and you are a superstar within your own light. But because of the apartheid laws and, of course, the restrictions that were put in place back then, you found yourself sleeping in very odd places. So how were you then able to navigate both of those feelings, but still staying true to your vision?
You know, Pale, music is such an awesome healing. It has an awesome healing power. And I must say that the music, like the music of Aretha Franklin, for example, and Nina Simone, these people were militant. They were activists in their own right with the music they wrote at the time, you know, and that was like healing.
So is this why you've decided to go about giving a tribute concert to the great Aretha Franklin?
You know, I was traveling through the USA at the time that I had the sad news that she had just passed away. And immediately I thought, what a way to celebrate her music and pay tribute to her contribution to the music industry. Most of her songs, lyrics resonated with me, and the song Respect, for instance, became a national anthem. It didn't matter what color, creed you were, but respect was what every woman demanded at the time. I mean, we celebrate Women's Month, but women never stop with what they do. Their role in day-to-day life. It is so huge. We underestimate ourselves. Yeah. You know, we should be celebrated every single day. This particular production I'm doing called Respect, you know, showcasing young talent, but also teaching them the value of being women and respecting themselves and respecting the role they play in the industry, because there is a generation after them that's going to be looking up to them the way they're looking up to me. And one way of celebrating Aretha's music for me is by showcasing, not just showcasing our youth of today who have a bit of talent, but also mentoring them in the sense that they have to be leaders of tomorrow. They have to be the key holders of tomorrow and also open doors for a generation after them.
So please may you just tell me more about the work that you are trying to achieve through your nonprofit organization?
You know, Pali, when I see the kids that come into my studio, which is my garage, I've turned it into like a professional studio with mirrors and all that. When I see these kids coming to me, a lot of them are broken in some way, and only because of the environment, only because of what they have to experience and witness on a daily basis. My garage had become like a haven.
Yeah.
They come here and they come into my environment, and the moment the music starts, there is this transformation. The moment I ask one of them, I say, okay, I want you to perform this song, but I want you to be truthful about it. I've seen kids breaking down just because I said to them, that was beautiful. We women have to learn to look at each other and in truth say, I appreciate you and I love what you do and you are beautiful, and thank you for sharing your gift. Because there is so many of us who cannot say to the next person, just be humane about it and live with acceptance.
Thank you for giving us that healing through music. Thank you for communicating with us and touching our souls in the way that we so desperately need during a global pandemic. Goodbye.
I thank you so much, Pali, for having me. And also, I am imploring people in Cape Town or wherever, go onto Cricket and watch our live stream performance and witness the Fostering Foundation youth doing a tribute and a celebration of Aretha's music. Because like she says, when she walks onto the stage, my hands are outstretched and I'm hoping someone will take it.
Wow.
That is me right now.
And on that note, South Africa, please do head over to our social media platforms and let us know what words of encouragement resonated with you today. If you're in the music industry or any other industry and you're looking for that mentorship and that support, just use that hashtag Afternoon Express. Thank you so much, Sophia Foster.
Thank you so much, Pali, for having me. God bless.